Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. I am Muhammad Saran Hussain. I'm going to help you to solve a problem in a big crowd. The problem number is 1011. So in this problem, the problem is given as it is marked. The task is to read a code of product of 1, the number of units of product 1, the price of 1 unit of product, the code of product 2, the number of unit product 2, and the price for the 1 unit of the product, and at last you need to calculate and show the amount to be paid. Here what they have asking us to do is that let's say you went to a market and you bought a shirt and a pant. So what they are wanting you to do is they wanting you first to write to write the code of the product. That means your shirt, the code of your shirt, the number of a shirt you have bought, I mean 2 or 3, and the price of a single unit of a shirt. At the same way, the product code of your pant, the number of pant you have bought, and the price of 1 unit of a pant. And at last, what you have to do after that, you have to calculate what the amount you need to be paid. So here, what is the input? Input file will contain 2 lines of data. That means in the first line, the data will contain the product code, the number of units of product, and the price of one product. At the same way, in the second line, you have to followed by the same numbers, and here they have mentioned that the first two number will be integer and the third number will be a floating value with 2 digit after decimal point, and the output have to be shown by value a pager. That means the input will be like this. First one will be integer, second one integer, and third one will be same as integer value but with two floating number, and output will be you need to be shown this way. So here as a compiler, I am using Jupyter Notebook. So here for the product one, I have taken input, and you can see here a piece of code that has been added with it. Why I have used it? I have used it because I have to enter 3 inputs. That is, first one will be the code of the first product, the unit of the first product, and the per unit price of the first product. That's why I have used point split a first bracket, and then I have closed the bracket. And the same way I have taken another input for the product 2. Now in the third line, if you look at it closely, you can see there is code 1, unit 1, and price 1. Why have you written it? In product 1, I have taken 3 inputs, but my code doesn't recognize which number is for what. So here I have specified it. The first number that I have input in product 1, that will be the code number. The second input will be the unit, the number of unit, and the third input will be the price of the per unit product of the first product, and it is goes as follows the second line. And lastly, what they have told us, they told us how much price I have to pay. So in that case, I have written total unit is equal to, here you can see I have used integer unit 1. Why I have written integer unit 1? Because if you see here, I have taken input, but I have not specified whether or not it is a string value or a integer value. So that's why I have mentioned it as integer value. Then I have said as our requirement it should be a floating value. Then it will be added with the integer of second unit and the float multiplied by float of the second price. And then I need to print value a pager, and they have specified, if you look closely, that after the colon there should be space. So I have put a space, then there should be r and dollar sign, and then there would be space, and then they have said that it should be returned to decimal value after in the floating point. So I have specified it point to floating number and then percentage total. If now if I run the program, you will see that let us put the input as, let's say, the code of the shirt is 233 and number of shirt is 4 and per unit cost is 5, and then the code of the pant is 655 and number of pant I have bought is, let's say, 2, and the parent cost is 7. Now if I please enter, then it will show me the value of pager. Total I have to pay 34 currency, whatever it is, dollar or something. Now if I copy this uh, code, and if I get back to big crowd and I paste it, and if I run it to submit it, let's say what is the answer. Congratulations, you got the correct answer. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.